Welcome, Frank Stuck, our sponsor at New York Alliance Against Insurance Fraud. Today, we are talking all about insurance fraud, but specifically, Frank, I want to talk about auto insurance fraud. What can you tell us?
Yeah, there's all types of automobile insurance fraud, Chelsea. I'm glad you have invited us to talk about it. There's a number of different types of scams that we see. First of all, one of the biggest and most prevalent types of fraud we're seeing lately are staged automobile accidents. These are accidents that are actually caused accidents where the bad people are out there driving around for the purpose of creating an accident, thereby creating an insurance claim, thereby committing insurance fraud. And it's extremely dangerous. As a matter of fact, there's a law in New York called Alice's Law that was based on a 70-year-old grandmother who was killed in the early 2000s in a staged accident. And the state of New York created this law to prosecute people who participate in these accidents. Well, the state now, Chelsea, is upgrading the charges to also include the people who are planning and hiring the people to get involved in these staged accidents. We also see rate evasion is the simplest type of automobile fraud we see. Right? Rate evasion, very simply, is somebody who lives in New York and is insuring their vehicle in another state, say at a cousin's house or a friend's house. I mean, anecdotally, if you drive down some streets in New York City, you may see as many out-of-state plates as you see in New York City, New York State plates. It's a huge problem. It's a huge problem when the rates in New York are so high. Rates in North Carolina or Pennsylvania are going to be less than half.
Right.
Which is another type of automobile fraud we see. Claiming go ahead, I'm sorry.
Another thing is actually, if you get into accidents, sometimes you have to watch out with the body shops, right?
Well, absolutely. The majority of the body shops that are out there provide good, honest service, but there are a number of shops that are gaming the system. So they'll pad the appraisals to try to charge more money than for the work that they're doing on the car. They'll use counterfeit or off-market parts rather than the parts that the insurance company's paying for, or they're just not even doing the repair, just taking the money and putting the car back on the street. So, that's another problem that we do see.
These are all things to watch out for. So what is your advice to our viewers that might end up in a situation like this one?
The biggest thing that I can say is be alert, be aware when you're out driving. Okay, don't tailgate. Because those people who are looking to stage accidents, they're going to watch in their rearview mirror. If you get too close and you're distracted or you look away for a moment, they're going to slam on the brakes. You're going to hit them. And then you're going to be the one who's seen as at fault when in reality, you were a victim of a staged accident.
That's
right.
And
then last but not least, if you see something, say something. If you take your car to a body shop and you think you're being taken, let us know. You can get hold of the Alliance at fraudny.com or 844-FRAUD-NY. Let us know about it, and we'll get the information to the authorities.
All righty, Frank. Thank you so much. That has been so informative. And viewers, we have all the information to contact them coming up right now.
That's right. You can learn more about preventing and handling auto insurance fraud by visiting our sponsors at fraudny.com.